Alright, today's project is we need to switch out these tires on this trailer here and put them onto this straddle trailer. So we had some problems with these rims are a little bit thinner sidewall, and you can see we've been having them crack and having to weld on them. So my dad found some thicker rims out in the Midwest, some Titan rims, some thicker ones, which we got these Michelin treads swapped over. To the thicker rim, you can see, and we're gonna take care of it. So I'm not sure if some of you have seen or noticed in the last two videos hauling juice apples, but you did see the Fendt in the background still ripping around, and I've had a few comments, questions on that, and yes, it is staying here forever. So couldn't be happier with that tractor. It's every day it's still running just as good. The only problem is now we're having the problems with the rims cracking on this trailer, but hopefully going to the bigger thickness rim, we should be all set. This is one of the older tires. You can see we got some wear on these tires, but they're still pretty good, just the lighter rim. So if anyone in the manure business wants a couple decent spare tires, let me know. So let's get some tools to take this tire off. We got impact, 1 1/8 inch. So we just got this rim onto this hub, and the next thing is to do is to put the washers on with these nuts. So one thing we do is we put never sees on our thread, so that way when we go to take this tire off in a few months or in a few years, the nuts will still come off the studs just as good, especially when we're running in the sand and the salt up here in upstate New York. We can get a lot of corrosion on these threads. So what we use is we use a lot of certified oil around the farm. So they have this product, which is basically like never sees, except it's white. So if anyone knows never sees, you take, as soon as you use it, you take it everywhere you go. It's hard to get off your hands. So what I do is I just put a little bit on each thread, and then as we tighten it up, I let the threads, the nuts smear around on the threads. So get all them good. They don't need much. We do this every time we put tires on, so there's already some on there. We probably could get away with nothing, but you keep doing that, then you forget it one time and you'll be fighting these forever. So and we put the on like this, and I'm gonna speed you up. So we got this side done. Now we got to take off that other side rim, and we'll swap this around and get that other tire off and put the other one on. So this is one of those nice things with that never sees I was talking about, is usually you'd have gray hands and you get in this tractor and you'd spread it with you. You put it on the steering wheel and everything, and that stuff's just clean. It's like mayonnaise basically. Let's get this thing fired up. One thing I've noticed so far with this tractor is it starts really good in the cold. Granted, it's new, batteries are fresh, so we'll see how it holds up, you know, a couple thousand hours. But so far it fires right up, where some of the other tractors, the bigger ones especially, they sit there and crank for a little bit. So I gotta unlock the hydraulics. Let's get that raised up. You can see that one side's just squatting down. Tire's flat. So let's just get this up a little bit to limp it over. I really don't want to put air in that tire. We're gonna be taking it right off, and there's such a big tire, it takes like 15 minutes to air up one tire to get it even to 30 pounds. So let's get this thing moved over. We're not going far, we just need to get the forklift in behind that tire, because I don't know about you guys, but I don't want to manhandle that thing as least as I have to. So it's squatting pretty good over there, that tire. I bet you there's not even 5 pounds of air in it, but luckily the ply's pretty heavy, and you know, hopefully it don't come off the rim there. Now this is one thing, guys and girls, if this was on a tractor or something that you need to go out and work that day, you better put some air in it, because if the bead's not broke, you know, right now I'm trying to rush and skip a step. If the bead wasn't broke, just put a little air in it, you'll be fine. Now if I ran this over, just that little bit I did there, and that bead popped off the rim. And when I say bead, what that is where the rubber seals to the metal of the rim. So if that were to come undone, some of these big tires, it'd take forever for you to get the bead reset, especially these big ones. So yeah, I might have just saved a few seconds, but you know, if we had to go to work with this tire and that came off, probably would have just cost us an hour of time getting that back on the rim and the bead set. So, but like I said, we're taking this tire off. We're taking the tire off, putting it in the barn. We're gonna get these things off and get the new rims on and get them things running. So let's pull that other one off. So we got tires all swapped out. We'll put this down here in the yard and it'll be ready to roll tomorrow.